Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this channel. Hope you're doing good. Now, the Madlanga Commission, which was established by President Cyril Ramaphosa earlier in July, following the revelations made by KZN Police Commissioner Madlanga Commission, who publicly accused senior figures of corruption and collusion within various branches of the justice system, has provided details about its scope, timelines, and operational plans. Among the institutions under scrutiny are the South African Police Services, the Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department, the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department, the Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department, the National Prosecuting Authority, the State Security Agency, the Judiciary, and the Department of Correctional Services. The allegations made by Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi include accusations of systemic bribe, obstruction of justice, manipulation of criminal investigations, and politically motivated interference in prosecutions. Now, the commission is set to begin in August with the first interim report to be submitted to President Cyril Ramaphosa within the first 3 months. The budget for the commission over a 6-month period is 147.9 million. Yep, you heard that right. It will cost taxpayers close to 150 million for this commission over a period of 6 months. That's if they complete their investigation within the 6 months. Because they said the timeline is too tight, there's a possibility that they might request an extension. And if they request an extension, there's more money added to that.
The timelines, the 6-month period for completing the work of the commission. Let me be upfront and say, just looking at the allegations that were made on the 6th of July, they seem to cover quite a wide spectrum, and in consultations and investigations are likely to yield a lot more than what was referred to in the allegations of the 6th of July. So the timelines, I must say, do appear to be quite tight. But whether or not we will be able to finalize our work within that period, standing here, all I will say is we will do our work with the terms of reference in mind. If we do not finalize the work, well, the terms of reference do foresee that themselves, because they say we will apply for an extension if we want to, or if we get to that stage.
Now let's go over the terms of reference. The commission is appointed to investigate and report on the veracity, scope, and extent of the allegations with regard to the infiltration of the law enforcement, intelligence, and associated institutions within the criminal justice system by criminal syndicates, and make findings and recommendations for criminal prosecutions, disciplinary actions, and institutional reform. Hearing dates have not yet been announced. The Commission is authorized to inquire into, report on, and make findings and recommendations concerning whether criminal syndicates, including but not limited to drug cartels, have infiltrated or exert undue influence over the SAPS, including the Political Killings Task Team and Crime Intelligence, the Johannesburg Metro Police Department, the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, the Tshwane Metro Police Department, the NPA, the SSA, and any member of the judiciary, including the magistracy and courts and courts administration, the Department of Correctional Services, and other institutions or organs of the state within the criminal justice system. The nature, extent, and consequences of such infiltration or influence, including the facilitation of organized crime, suppression or manipulation of investigations, inducement of law enforcement leadership into criminal or other unlawful actions, including corruption, commission of any other criminal offenses, and intimidation, victimization, or targeted removal of witnesses, potential witnesses, persons making protected disclosures, or officials resisting criminal influence. The role of senior information officials of the law enforcement bodies and agencies mentioned above, and of members of the judiciary, including the magistracy, current or former, who may have aided or abated the alleged criminal activity, failed to act on credible intelligence or internal warnings, and or benefited financially or politically from the syndicate's operation. The role of any member of the national executive responsible for the criminal justice system, whether they were complicit, aided and abetted, or participated in the acts listed in 3 paragraphs above, or did so by omission. The effectiveness or failure to oversight mechanisms, the adequacy of current legislation, policies, and institutional arrangements in preventing such infiltrations. Once established, the Commission shall also consider prima facie evidence relating to the involvement of individuals currently employed within the law enforcement or intelligence agencies, and whether appropriate, the Commission must make recommendations regarding employment status of such officials, including whether they should be suspended pending the outcome of further investigations. The Madlanga Commission has been given all the powers necessary to achieve its mandate, including the power to summon witnesses and compel the production of documents, the power to conduct search and seizure operations subject to applicable law, the power to deviate from the Commission's Act insofar as it provides for public hearings, and to order that the Commission shall sit in camera where necessary to provide the safety of witnesses, the integrity of ongoing investigations where appropriate, and where intelligence and the work of intelligence services are concerned, and the power to refer matters for immediate criminal investigations and urgent decisions on prosecution, taking into account the nature of the allegations and evidence the Commission will uncover. It has also been mandated to, where appropriate, refer any matter to the convening of a separate inquiry to the appropriate law enforcement agency, government department, or regulator. The Commission is required to submit an interim report within 3 months of its establishment and the final report within 6 months of its establishment, or within any extension granted by the President. Each report must include recommendations that can be immediately actioned based on the Commission's work as of that date. Now the question is, after 150 million rands is thrown into this commission, will the recommendations of the commissions be taken seriously? And what happens if our president is implicated? What does this mean about the state of security in South Africa? But let us know your thoughts down in the comment section. Please tell us what you think about the 150 million, the timeline, the scope, the terms of reference. Share your thoughts down in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. Bye.